When an empire falls, we imagine thunderous battles and legions clashing on blood-soaked fields. We picture cities burning, barbarian hordes at the gates, and the final heroic stand of a dying civilization. But what if the deadliest weapon isn't a sword but a coin? What if an empire can be brought to its knees not by an invading army, but by an invisible hand that chokes its economy until the entire system suffocates? This is the story of a silent collapse, an epic of ruin written not in blood but in ledgers and spreadsheets. It's the story of how an empire, seemingly at the zenith of its power, was dismantled from within, its foundations eroded by the most insidious weapon of all, economic warfare. We begin at the heart of the empire, in a capital city basking in the golden light of its own perceived immortality. Colossal palaces, draped in the bold crimson and gold of the imperial standard, pierce a sky of perfect azure. Below, wide marble avenues teem with life, a vibrant tapestry of merchants, officials, and citizens moving with the confident rhythm of a society that believes its prosperity is eternal. The air is calm, yet a subtle tension hangs beneath the veneer of stability, like the stillness before a storm. Every column, every statue, every perfectly orchestrated procession is a testament to unshakable power, yet it is a power built on a foundation that is about to be systematically undone. Miles away, in a chamber shielded from the sun, the real war is being waged. Here there are no generals, no soldiers, only a handful of financial elites gathered around a heavy oak table. Their faces are impassive, their expressions as cold and calculating as the numbers they scrutinize. Maps on the wall show not troop movements but trade routes and resource flows. On the table lie sealed documents, stacks of foreign currency, and complex charts tracking commodity prices and debt levels. In the low, dramatic light, they move these symbolic pieces with quiet precision, orchestrating a silent attack. Each decision is a carefully aimed blow against the empire's economic heart, a conspiracy of numbers designed to bleed it dry without a single drop of physical blood being spilled. The first tremor of the collapse is felt not on the battlefield, but in the value of money itself. On a cold stone surface, the empire's once proud currency begins to show signs of decay. The silver coins, stamped with the emperor's profile, seem to crack and tarnish, their inscriptions fading as their purchasing power evaporates. Behind them, through a haze of uncertainty, the imperial skyline begins to blur, its magnificent structures appearing less solid, more like a ghostly mirage. The light is harsh and unforgiving, illuminating the silent, inexorable process of devaluation. It is a slow-motion catastrophe, a financial plague spreading invisibly through every transaction, turning the very symbol of imperial wealth into worthless metal. The common people are the first to feel the chill of this new reality. The once bustling markets now stand eerily quiet, their stalls half empty. Merchants with worried eyes stare at their meager wares, the vibrant abundance of yesterday replaced by a stark scarcity. Citizens clutch their devalued coins, their faces etched with a mixture of fear and confusion. The grandeur of the imperial architecture that surrounds them now feels like a cruel joke, a hollow shell whose promise of security has been broken. A bleak, cloudy light casts everything in a cold, muted palette, capturing the quiet desperation of a populace beginning to realize that the ground is crumbling beneath their feet. In the end, the empire does not fall with a bang, but with a whimper. The great halls of power are now desolate spaces, monuments to an authority that has simply vanished. The emperor's throne sits empty, gathering dust. Financial ledgers and worthless bonds litter the marble floors like fallen leaves in a dead forest. Beams of pale light slice through the grime on broken windows, illuminating the particles of dust dancing in the silent air. The atmosphere is one of profound decay, a sepulchral stillness that speaks not of a lost battle, but of a system that has ceased to exist. The empire is dead, but its demise was so silent that no one marked the exact moment of its passing. In this new world, the old symbols of power have been rendered meaningless. A rusted sword, the very icon of imperial might, lies discarded on the floor, a relic of a forgotten age. Beside it, however, a stack of foreign coins and a signed financial contract remain pristine, their value intact. In the final dramatic composition, it becomes clear which weapon truly triumphed. The war was not won by armies or heroes, but by interest rates and currency manipulation. The sword lies defeated not by a stronger blade, but by a more potent force. The pen, as it turns out, is mightier than the sword, but money is mightier than them all.